Trial to be held for St. George man accused of murdering wife. Investigation underway after pedestrian hit on I-15 in Cedar City. And your weekend weather forecast with highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the days ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. Washington City Police announced Thursday that two teens wanted for questioning in a recent murder case, 16-year-old Mihaela Sorescu and 17-year-old Abigail Flanagan, are now in custody in California. Police Lieutenant Corey Klotz confirmed the juveniles were located in Los Angeles County last week and will be extradited to Utah for questioning once arrangements are finalized. The teens were last seen in Bellflower, California, shortly before the victim's body was discovered in a Washington City vacation rental. The investigation remains active, with detectives following up on leads. A driver was killed Thursday in a fiery single-vehicle crash on State Route 7 near the Warner Valley overpass, prompting a full road closure as responders worked to clear the scene. Here is more on this developing story.
A fiery crash on Southern Parkway claimed the life of a driver Thursday afternoon, shutting down traffic as emergency crews responded. Authorities say the vehicle crashed into an overpass pillar on SR 7 before catching fire. A passing motorist called 911, reporting the blaze with someone still inside. The crash happened just after noon, forcing a shutdown in both directions between the airport exit and the Warner Valley exit. No other vehicles were involved, and the cause of the crash remains under investigation. Officials have yet to release the identity of the driver.
Now let's take a look at your weekend weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. It's currently 62 degrees here in St. George. Tonight, expect a low of 40 degrees. On Saturday, we'll have a high of 69 degrees and a low of 42. Sunday warms up to a high of 75 degrees with a low of 46 degrees. And down in Mesquite right now, it's 68 degrees. Tonight's low will be 47 degrees. For Saturday, temperatures will reach a high of 75 with a low of 48. Now, Sunday brings a high of 79 and a low of 42. Up in Cedar City, it's currently 43 degrees. Tonight, bundle up as the low will drop to 25 degrees. Saturday, we'll see a high of 52 with a low of 27, and Sunday will bring a high of 59 and a low of 35. A jury trial is set to begin next month for Eric Larson Sampson, a St. George man accused of murdering his wife in September 2024. Let's take a look at the latest on the court case.
A St. George man accused of murdering his wife is set to face a jury next month. Eric Larson Sampson appeared in court for a pretrial hearing as attorneys prepare for the high-profile case. 51-year-old Eric Larson Sampson is charged with first-degree murder in the death of his wife, Nikki Sampson, who was found bruised and unresponsive in their St. George home in September of last year. A 5-day jury trial is scheduled to begin on May 19th. The jury will ultimately decide whether Sampson killed his wife or if her death resulted from other causes. With the trial just weeks away, the case is set to unfold in front of a jury, where Sampson's fate will be decided.
In critical condition after being struck by two vehicles in an auto-pedestrian collision. For more details on this developing story, let's turn it over to Jeff Richards.
Authorities in Cedar City are investigating why a middle school student was walking on Interstate 15, where she was hit by two vehicles on Friday morning. Utah Highway Patrol said the incident happened shortly after 8:30 a.m. on northbound I-15 at the overpass that goes over Northfield Road. After being treated by emergency responders at the scene, the girl was airlifted by a Life Flight helicopter to an area hospital in critical condition. Iron County School District officials later confirmed that the girl is a student at nearby Canyon View Middle School and said they're working with local law enforcement in their investigation. The incident prompted a more than 2-hour closure of northbound I-15, with traffic being diverted through Cedar City.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.